It is a pleasure to have you here to be speaking with you again. I'm excited about today. I'm excited about the future. I'm excited about tomorrow. I have a lot of excitement. I have a lot of joy in me today. I have a lot of true joy and like earnest excitement about the things that are happening. Seeing every day growth, every day just seeing myself become better, seeing myself do better, seeing myself show up better. Like it is a daily journey of growth, deepening knowledge, and just becoming better and better. So it's really exciting today, guys. Um, Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate you for coming in. I can't wait to um, just share with you how sincere I am in regards to discipline changing everything. Because discipline truly does change everything. It really does, guys. So I'm out for my walk today. I'm going to actually get myself started on my walk, let that just kick in so I get some steps, get some activity in, and keep working on being a better version of me. Keep being disciplined. I have great news for you today, guys. It's a amazing. You do not want to miss this. You want to stick around. You know, I'm never on here really long, but you do want to stick around because in the title, it explains discipline changes everything. And oftentimes we only think it impacts one area. Guys, I'm telling you today, discipline changes everything. It's exciting because I've seen it work. I've seen it at work. I've seen it working. I've seen it finish work. It is a phenomenal thing to understand the true power and impact of discipline and watching it on a regular basis just do its work on its own. Just show up. And when you are disciplined, the discipline does the work. And it's a really interesting way to look at it, guys, because it's not about you being disciplined and you doing the work. The discipline itself, but that's the thing. So Myron Golden had said recently that what's important for people to understand is that working hard does not lead to success, but working hard has benefits. It's not to say that working hard isn't beneficial, working hard isn't a good thing, because it is. But working hard is to build the strength to perform the task that leads to success, right? So you work hard in practice, right? But it doesn't guarantee success. You work hard in the weight room, but it doesn't guarantee success. It's not even the thing that will create the success because you'll work on different things. You'll work on core muscle strength. You'll work on balance. You'll do hard work in those areas, but it's not the hard work alone that leads to success. It's the implementation of those skills, those muscles, that focus, that discipline into the work that you do. Hey, what's going on, Iggy? Thanks for stopping in. It's that focus and that discipline into those things that you do that ultimately is going to lead to you being able to say, hey, you know what? This discipline is doing the work. And now we're growing and we're becoming successful. That's how we build success, guys. That's how we find it. And I mean in everything we do, the discipline does the work because you need to be disciplined in multiple facets in multiple areas. It's super exciting for us. It's super exciting for us just to have this opportunity to see it work, guys. When I talk to you about the discipline dividend, not just saying that Suge Knight, what's going on? So it's not just about saying some things that make you feel good. It's not just about doing some things that somebody may say, oh, well, I got up, I got it done. right? It's important to remember one thing: repetition isn't the same as consistency. Mm, right? And repetition also is not the same as discipline. The same way consistency isn't the same as discipline. Discipline is a focus. Discipline is something that you do with a specific focus. It's something you develop with a specific focus on achieving a task or a goal, guys. I am so excited about it. There's this new project that I'm working on. I'm in the early stages of it. I'm implementing the discipline to it. The same discipline principles that say, look, one of the biggest ways that you fail when it comes to discipline is overwhelming yourself from the very beginning. And how do we not do that? We want to make sure we start at the right place and at the right pace, guys. That's very important. Quite often we'll hear people talk about, hey, you got to take baby steps. As a personal trainer, I used to hear this all the time. Clients would come in the gym and they would be like, hey, I got these fitness goals. I want to lose this weight. I want to get strong. I want to get it done in 6 months. Like, okay, let's take a look at what 6 months looks like. Let's take a look at what a healthy diet and consistent workouts and the discipline to be able to do both for this period of time. What's this going to look like? Right? Thank you for liking it, Iggy. I appreciate that. So, one of the things, if you would also, Iggy, do me a favor, man, go ahead and subscribe to the channel so you can get updates anytime something comes up, man. And so, one of the things that's going to be really important is to know that when you are working on your discipline and you're trying to reach this goal, you got this 6 month fitness goal that you're trying to hit. Your discipline, no matter how you developed it originally, has to be a part of it. The other thing, thank you for the subscription, Iggy. The other thing that you need to also understand is that once you get to that point, how do we start doing this work? Right? What does that look like for us? What does discipline actually turn into for us? This is what's important. Baby steps are hard for babies. A lot of people talk about, hey, you know what? I want to start out with baby steps. I don't want to get too hard and I don't want to make it too hard too soon. And I'm total agreement, guys. When I tell you as a personal trainer, as someone who's worked in that environment for many, many years, and I have an understanding of what people have to go through, when someone tells you, let's take baby steps, keep in mind that baby steps are hard for babies. It's important to understand because you have to also keep in mind, why are the babies taking baby steps? Because the baby has decided it wants to go somewhere. The baby has decided that it wants to achieve something. And this baby is sick of you putting it down and telling it it's got to stay there. The baby doesn't want to be there. I don't want to lay here anymore. It's the same thing in life, guys. The only way we encounter challenges is we decide we want to do something. And when we earnestly decide, you know what, I want to get something done. I want to be out there. I want to achieve something. Then we're going to start to see that this thing that we're trying to achieve, I don't care if it's playing a game, I don't care if it's developing weight, I don't care if it's growing your knowledge base. It doesn't matter. That thing that you're trying to do is going to require for you to implement discipline principles to be able to achieve it. But the thing to keep in mind is the discipline does the work. Dude, it's so exciting because if you develop the discipline first, you apply those discipline principles to anything else that you do, and it gets done. And so, starting with baby steps is essential to the process, making sure we're starting with something that we can do. We're starting with something that we can achieve. Oftentimes, there was one point where I was like, hey, I want to read a book a week. And reading a book a week for me did not happen because I jumped off from not having read an entire book in over a 3 to 5 year period to saying I want to read a book a week. That's not the space for me to start. I tell you what, trying to read a book a week did to me. I got a lot more sleep. That's what it did. I was my eyes were so tired, man. So reading a book a week wasn't the answer. However, it also taught me that what I needed to do is to make sure I'm starting in the right place. So I needed to start with those baby steps. Let's pick a book. Let's see what the book looks like. And now let's start working our way through this book. So I start setting time limits for myself. I want to spend 15 minutes reading. I want to spend 15 minutes reading every day. And this book will get done. That's the baby steps. That's step one. Setting achievable goals, guys. You have to set goals that are achievable. Because if we set goals that are unachievable, we are setting ourselves up for failure. And discipline never gets an opportunity to set in. And the discipline, I cannot say it enough. Guys, say it with me. The discipline does the work. If you are disciplined and you learn that, hey, in order to develop, is make sure that you know how to let the discipline do the work. Guys, I really, really, really appreciate you guys stopping in. I cannot express to you how much it touches my heart to see you here. It's exciting because part of this journey for me is to make sure I'm doing my best to share all of the riches and the rewards of discipline with everyone out there. There are so many different ways that you can benefit. There's so many ways that we can apply it. And all it requires for us is to allow for discipline to do the work. But remember this first step, guys, you must set achievable goals. Because let's take, for example, if you set a goal for yourself and you say, hey, I'm gonna go to the gym 4 days a week. And if you make it 3 days a week, you failed. Right? That's how the mind translates it. The mind treats it as a failure. I didn't make it to the gym 4 days this week. But if you hadn't been able to consistently make it to the gym 4 days a week over any given period, what makes you think that all of a sudden, out of the blue, you're going to have the ability to be in the gym 4 days a week? Let the discipline do the work. Let's set an achievable goal. Let's just get to the goal. Let's just, hey, we ain't got to get to the gym. Let's just work out for 20 minutes a day. I'm gonna do some squats, some push ups, some lunges. I don't care. I'm gonna take a walk. We're gonna start by getting 20 minutes a day in. Or, hey, let's get to the gym 2 days a week. Let's get to the gym 2 days a week. Let's be disciplined and let's get to the gym 2 days a week. And now you're getting that encouragement that discipline is being rewarded and that discipline is showing you in results. Guys, when you look at the power of discipline and what's achievable, what's possible for you to achieve in your life, it is truly rewarding. It's expansive. It explodes the mind. It's exciting to me because the dividends, the return on discipline is exponential. If you take the time, Paul's trying to come in, we allow for the discipline to do the work. We'll achieve all of these goals. We'll get to the places we want to be. We'll achieve and we'll see the things that we want to see. I'm always excited to see how it works for others. I love to share this because as a personal trainer, watching people take their fitness journeys. I had a client one time. She wanted to be able to do pull-ups. She came in and she made it clear that she did not believe it was possible for a woman to do a pull-up unless she was using some type of drugs. We showed her videos and photos of women doing pull-ups. She was like, yep, all drug assisted. So when she started this journey, we didn't put her on the pull-up bar, right? Because you have to understand a lot of time, the first step in the discipline is overcoming the process in the brain that's preventing you from taking the action to see the results you wish to achieve, right? So we didn't put her on the pull-up bar. We started her off with a fitness program that was designed to help her build core strength, designed to help her believe in her ability to do other things that had nothing to do with the pull up bar. But the trick is, we had her do things that involved the motion of the pull up bar. Slowly, we worked her up. Eventually, her own determination kicked in, And outside of her training sessions, she came in and she tried different exercises and different steps to try to achieve a pull up. And I remember the day. Thanks for stopping in, Iggy. It's good, man. I remember the day that she came in. And on that day, first starting with assisted pull ups with a resistance band, and then starting from doing jump start pull ups from a box jump. She got there and I said, just pull up. And she was like, yeah, but I don't know. I'm like, rest. You've went through a few reps. Just pull up. And she eventually got to the point where she stopped questioning herself. She stopped questioning the results. She stopped thinking about why it wasn't possible. And she did three straight unassisted pull ups of her full body weight. The elation in her face and the joy in her heart, the joy and excitement inside of me, seeing her achieve that goal was it was immense. It was truly immense. And the reason I'm sharing this with you guys is because one, I love to see people win. I really do. I love to see people, especially in spaces and situations where people aren't aware that they can achieve the actual things that they're seeking to achieve. Helping someone to develop the belief and the strength and the knowledge of what they can do and how they can achieve their goals. That's huge, man. I can't tell you how huge it is. And what makes it really huge, what makes it really great, man, is that when you see it, you get to pass that on to people. When they just go out and tell people the story, when they go out and they share it with their families, and they continue to take out there, what they really give out is they give out the understanding that discipline will do the work and that achievements are within your grasp, guys. The things that you believe you can achieve, the things that you want to achieve, the things that others told you you would never be able to achieve are all within your grasp. It's a simple understanding. You let discipline do the work. Let's develop these discipline tools. Let's develop these discipline skills. Let's develop this talent. Let's start this process. Let's buckle down. Step one, achievable goals. Doesn't matter what it is. An achievable goal. You want to get up at the same time every morning? Boom, let's get up at the same time every day. Let's eat a specific meal every day. If there's something that you want to do that involves reading books, that involves your finances, that involves your development mentally, emotionally, physically, there are tools, there are resources out there. And the way discipline works is you set an achievable goal. And then as you start to grow, we start to move into step two. And step two, huh, step two in itself is a reward. The problem is a lot of people stop on step two. And step two, man, it's so simple. It's so simple that when you think about it, it's like, well, why didn't I make this step one? Because once you've taken step one and you've knocked that out the box, I mean, once you're really crushing step one, step two feels like step one. You want to know another secret? Once you knock out step two, once you knock out step two, good afternoon, man. How you doing? You have a blessed day as well, Adrian. Thank you for stopping in. Once you complete step two, man, step two, when you complete step two, step three becomes easy. I'm telling you, man, when you do it, the reason it becomes exponentially, more, ex- exponentially easier to perform is because the discipline does the work. We need to develop the discipline. We need to implement the discipline. We need to take on the behaviors and the actions necessary to develop, sharpen, create, and really drive discipline tools. Okay. And then once we fill our tool basket up, once we've got our tool basket filled with these discipline resources and this discipline strength and this discipline capability, we can apply it to any area of our life and see things change. because the discipline does the work, man. I want to thank you guys for stopping in today. It's a pleasure, as always, to see you. I love engaging with you guys, talking to you guys. I'm telling you, I have a book coming out later on this month. I'm going to make sure I put information up on the page so you can know about it. You will be able to get to it. It's a great buy. It's going to be on Amazon.com. It's a beautiful read. It's called From Survival to Success. And it's all about taking the discipline principles that I'm talking to you about, applying them to your finances, and watching how it allows for you to build wealth, not just for yourself, but for your family and for your future. It is a phenomenal read, guys. I believe it has great value, and you guys are going to get so much out of it. I thank you again for stopping in. Please like, share, subscribe, and make sure you hit that bell notification so the next time I'm on, you guys can be on with me as well. It was a pleasure, as always, to see you guys. I love being out here, being a part of the community, seeing you, talking to you, and sharing with you, because it is my belief that in the discipline, within the work that the discipline does, we all have great potential. We all have great opportunities, and we all have great ways to go. All right, guys, thank you again for stopping in. It's always a pleasure. I cannot express to you my joy and my appreciation. Take care. You guys have a great day.